So for this video, I went way outside of my comfort zone and for the first time in my life, picked up some power tools. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how I built these sound panels, and I hope you enjoy the video. Peace. As somebody with no building experience at all, I was actually shocked about how easy this build was. Basically, the insulation was 15 inches by 48 inches, and I just had to build a wooden frame that the insulation could slip right into. Luckily, my dad had pretty much all the tools I needed for this project, and I had no space at my apartment to build these, so I went up to his house for the afternoon. Honestly, shout out to my dad. Without his help, I definitely could not have done this, so thanks, Dad. So the plan was to put in 2 wood screws where each of the boards meet. So I started with some pilot holes with a small bit and then a slightly larger bit. And then I busted out a big bit to put in some countersinks. And finally, the wood screws in a nice Smurf blue. Then it was just rinse and repeat for each of the frames. And after a few hours and a lot of mistakes that were not shown on camera, I had 3 frames that I was pretty freaking proud of. So I quickly put some electric tape on the corners of these, hoping to stop the sharp corners from poking through the fabric later on. And then I just stretched some garden fabric over the back of the frame and stapled it into place. And as you can see, that makes a perfect bed for our insulation to slip right in. And after the insulation was in, I laid the fabric out on the table and put the board right up on it. And after some careful measurements, I went ahead and stapled that fabric as well. And for the short side of the panels, I just wrapped it like I was wrapping a present on Christmas. And the edges turned out pretty crisp. And just like that, I had a nice finished sound panel. So I loaded everything up and took it home, and the next day I installed these sawtooth hangers. I went ahead and measured the center of the wall, and then I also have a picture frame in my room that's 23 inches from the ceiling, and I wanted to make sure the tops of the panels were at that same height. And once again, after some more careful measurements, I put the nails in the wall and made sure my guy would be hanging supremely. Oh, baby. So I gave him a good lint roll, and we were done. And here's a before and after sound comparison. And that's it. The panels are done. And honestly, you heard the sound difference for yourself. These are totally worth it. So how did I do? Let me know what you think in the comments. And also, if I ever have to go back inside of Jo-Ann Fabrics. Bro, I can tell you right now, if I did not absolutely have to go into Jo-Ann Fabrics, I will never go in there again, man. Until next time, guys. Peace.